Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Pirate Prepper here. Looking ahead a few days to the 2020 elections. Now, this is not going to be some rant or rave about the evils of the left, the corruption of the right. No. This is a very simple video saying, calm down. Yes, I know. Telling someone to calm down never works. In fact, it generally makes it worse. But why am I saying calm down? Well, after listening to some of my favorite talk show hosts, a couple of them are liberals, a couple are conservatives, some are ultra-conservative. The one thing I've taken away from most of it is people are panicking about things that haven't happened and are unlikely to happen. For example, everybody's losing their gourds over Amy Coney Barrett. She's going to overturn Roe v. Wade. She can't. That's not what the Supreme Court does. They don't just pick a law and destroy it or tear it apart. There has to be a court case that gets to them requiring a constitutional decision and interpretation. And there are none going on right now, going to the Supreme Court. So to panic over that is kind of ridiculous. We can look at everybody calling people fascists or Nazis. Those evil, evil words. Well, do you know what a fascist is? Do you know the definition? Do you know where it came from? Do you know that Nazis were National Socialists? They weren't right-wingers at all. In fact, they are a socialist. If you look back into history and take some of the comments and names that are being thrown about and bantered with today, they had a complete different meaning and intent. In World War II, to help the Allies differentiate between themselves and the Italians, and the Germans, and the Axis forces, they were generally all called fascists, whether they were or not. Do a search for Nazism versus fascism on YouTube and find some information. You might be surprised. But I digress. Calming down. Okay, again, listen to the podcast, listen to my commentators, listen to the YouTube videos. If that's all you do is listen to one side, you're going to get a very biased, very jaundiced version of reality. I'm, for the most part, conservative. However, I do have some liberal beliefs at times. Is that good? Is it bad? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you look at things practically, logically, take the emotion out of it to start. Instead of panicking over, oh no, gun control! They're going to take our guns! We must ride forth from Concord or something. Relax. Nothing is going to happen tomorrow. Nothing's going to happen the day after tomorrow. In a country the size of the United States, it takes longer than overnight to do anything. Part two, it isn't legal. People would have to amend the Constitution. They would have to amend state constitutions. They would have to break the compact between the individual states and the United States to do such. Various states have in their constitutions that the laws are agreed upon at the time of admission into the group called the United States. And breaking those laws and agreements and understandings that were understood at the time of admission means the compact is null and void, meaning the federal government has no power over that state. It's an interesting legal concept. So, relax. Take a breath, hold it, relax, let it out. As we sit here, as we talk, as we think about all these things, whether we like it or not, abortion's not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay? Firearms may be regulated, but they're not going anywhere soon. A lot of things are happening. And a lot of people are panicking and freaking out and having hissy fits and blowing up on YouTube and TikTok and whoever, wherever. Relax. Stop. Literally smell the roses. You can find some. It is winter. Take a walk. Go for a hike. Go skiing. Go do something that has nothing to do with politics. That has nothing to do with what is going on in the rest of the world. Step back. Realize that there's more to life and more that is going to go on and happen than this little 15-second clip on CNN or Fox News or wherever. Look at what we just went through with the pandemic lockdowns and everything being shut down inside and out. What did you learn from that? What did we learn as a group? What did we learn as a people? Some people learned to bake bread. Some people learned that they needed more toilet paper. Some people learned that the grocery stores don't always have what they want. Some didn't learn anything at all. The biggest thing we should have taken away from all this is what is important. What are we going to do tomorrow? Are we going to plant something new in the garden? Are we going to have a garden? Are we going to take the time to learn? Are we going to take time to do things that fulfill our lives, that give some reason? Or are we going to panic, scream, bang on the steering wheel, and have a hissy fit over something we can't control? So much has happened this year. 2020 has been so many things. Learning experiences, emotional roller coasters, drama, drama, drama. So what? Guess what? It's another experience we've survived. We're all still here, whether some of us like it or not. Some of my liberal friends, and yes, I do have them, are going to vote straight Democrat. I have other friends who are going to vote straight Republican. Guess what? We're still friends. I'm not cutting any of them off, despite the fact they may be wrong. One way or the other. Doesn't matter. We all need to step back, calm down, and realize the world hasn't ended. 250 years of the United States. If we don't do anything stupid, it'll continue, and it'll remain for the rest of the people. It'll remain for our children, for our grandchildren. Is it perfect? Of course not. But is it better than the other alternatives? Other forms of government, other options, such as socialism, fail horribly. Dictatorships fail horribly. Monarchies, guess what? This republic, based upon the concept that the individual is more important than the collective, that my vote, my choice, my life is no less important than those 100 people over there screaming and chanting and stealing things. And that's something to consider. So, calm down, relax, kick back, and let's all see what happens a couple days after the election. Odds are, nothing major changes, nothing major happens. And that's a good thing for everybody. Have a great one.